I meditate every day and this changed. In fact, there are 7 things that changed for me. There have been 7 incredibly powerful changes in my life just because I meditate every day. And when you want to get started with meditation, you can either just use a guided meditation, for example, the meditation that you find in my Vibration Rocket program, or you can also simply relax, close your eyes, and repeat a word or a phrase in your mind that makes you feel good and that allows you to drift into a deep state of relaxation. For example, self-love, or I love myself, or simply love. And now I want to share the 7 changes that happened in my life just because I meditated every single day. And the first change I want to discuss is that I get more work done in less time. A couple of years ago, or even a couple of months ago, I was stressing myself out every day. I was constantly living in stress. That was at the beginning of my journey towards discovering the law of attraction. I was just starting out on my own spiritual journey, and I was still trapped in these survival emotions. I was still trapped in stress, in all these negative emotions of guilt, shame, fear, and I constantly worked myself up to a point where I got sick. It happened over and over again. I almost got sick every month because I was working so much, and when I was working, I was always stressing myself out. But the interesting point is that I didn't really get that much done. I was working, then I was looking for a YouTube video, then I was going on Facebook, then I was doing this. I was just constantly in this stress bubble. And now that I started meditating, and that I now meditate for a while actually, I don't need that much time anymore to get the things done that I want to get done. Unless I have 3 Skype coaching sessions a day, and I never have more than 3 Skype coaching sessions, because otherwise I can't really focus on the individual problems and sticking points and struggles of my amazing coaching clients. I always want to keep my brain sharp, that's why I never accept more than 3 coaching clients a day. But when I have 3 Skype coaching clients a day, then I might sometimes work more than 6 hours. But other than that, I never work more than 6 hours. So yes, I actually reduced my workload by approximately 50%. I work way less than I used to work. I went down from 10 hours or 12 hours sometimes to 6 hours, and I get more done because I'm way more focused. I'm way more relaxed. I don't get distracted so easily, and I don't look for distraction because my mind is no longer working on survival emotions. And this is something that is extremely powerful for your personal development, but also for your business, for your career, and for your life in general. And the second thing that changed is that my sleep improved dramatically. In the past, I was a complete insomniac. I mean, yes, it was also because I was trapped on this low level of consciousness, in this low vibration. And I still remember when I used to go to university, especially when I used to live in Germany, which is a country that I don't really enjoy living in, even though I was born there. But when I lived in Germany and I was studying there, I had weeks where I almost didn't sleep at all. I still don't know how my body survived that time. Like seriously, when I was still living with my parents back then, I sometimes came down in the middle of the night, going to the fridge, eating something, and just breaking down in tears because I was so done. I was just completely exhausted. Yeah, done, that's the right word. I was just completely done. And of course, all these kind of things played a part in it. My low vibration, low level of consciousness, the fact that I wasn't following my calling, but that I chose the safe and secure German path, and all these things played a part. But once I started meditating, my sleep improved dramatically. And no, it didn't happen overnight. It took some time. But the more I got into it, the more my sleep improved. And raising my vibration has become easy because I already have a very high base level of vibration. And just the fact that I start every morning with a meditation, this already raises my vibration. Believe it or not, but I wake up like a dog who waits for his favorite treat. As if you just hold a bacon in front of me and I'm a dog and I go, oh my God, I want the bacon. That's how I wake up in the morning because I'm so excited for my meditation. Because I know that this meditation raises my vibration. And by having this excitement, by looking forward to my meditation, I already raise my vibration before I'm in the meditation. And if you want to have access to a meditation that has the power to raise your vibration dramatically, and that allows you to reach this vibrational frequency that you need to reach in order to be a vibrational match to the money and the love that you want to attract, then you might want to check out the link in the description and find out more about my program Vibration Rocket, in which I guide you in a guided meditation to raise your vibration. And you also get a bunch of bonuses for less than $10, so it's definitely worth the price. And I am more empathic and more understanding when it comes to the struggles of my coaching clients. I mean, I was always a highly empathic person, even though my empathy was for a very long time buried, and I mean really, really deeply buried under trauma. And back then, when I was living in this survival mode, when I was living from a place of trauma, I tried to overcompensate by pretending to not have any feelings at all, just because I was too afraid to face my emotions. I mean, I still remember when I did some messed up stuff in the past that hurt other people, that hurt myself, because I was trapped on this low level of consciousness, because I was acting from trauma, and I then pretended to not feel anything. And I just said, yeah, I don't have any feelings. And one moment later, I broke down crying. And that was basically the situation that I was trapped in. On the one hand, I was always highly empathic, but because of my trauma and because of me suppressing these emotions and pretending to not have any emotions, because, well, it was too scary and too painful to face them, I always pretended to have no empathy at all. But now that I'm open to who I really am, now that I'm connected to my inner being, I can allow myself to be the empathic person that I truly am. And since I started meditating, I have even more empathy. And I have even more understanding for the struggles that my coaching clients go through. On the one hand, because I went through the same things, or let's say I went through maybe similar experiences that caused the same negative emotions and the same negative outcomes. And on the other hand, because meditation taught me to be empathic. And I don't really know how it happens, but a lot of my Skype coaching clients also told me that once they meditate on a regular basis, they are more empathic, they feel more for other people, they understand why other people do things without any effort. It just happens automatically. And if you want me to guide you and to help you on this journey, if you want me to help you to manifest amazing things in your life, then you might also want to become one of my Skype coaching clients. And I promise you, I have empathy for your situation, no matter what your situation is, because I've coached so many people from all over the world in all kinds of different situations. And if you want to find out more about Skype coaching with me, you can check out the link in the description. And I am less focused on external validation and more focused on internal validation. And by internal validation, I mean that I derive my pleasure from the inside, from my inner being. And for a long time, I didn't know what that actually meant. I always made fun of people who said, happiness comes from within. But now I understand that yes, it's true, happiness comes from within. For such a long time, I was always seeking validation and affection and attention from the outside. I mean, for me, this manifested in having multiple relationships just because I wanted to fill this inner void. I mean, back then I just thought, oh yeah, that's amazing, I'm living the life. But deep down, it was all based on this feeling of emptiness. And once I started meditating, I was looking for external validation less and less and less. I mean, it didn't happen overnight. And even now, of course, it feels good if somebody gives you a compliment. It feels good if somebody tells you that they like you. Of course, I'm still a human being. That's completely normal. But in general, I no longer seek validation from people in my life or from external circumstances. To give you an example, I might get an Instagram account in the future, but then I only do it to help more people and to inspire people and to connect with amazing deliberate creators like you, and not to get some likes. I mean, you will never see me posing in front of a Ferrari that I don't even own. I will never do that because I no longer need this external validation. My purpose is now to inspire as many people as possible. And in the past, my only purpose was, how can I gain more validation? How can I gain more attention from other people? And now that I meditate on a regular basis for a very long time, this need for external validation is completely gone. And another benefit or another change that I experienced because I meditate every day is that I'm aware of my emotions instead of being attached to them. In the past, I was always extremely attached to my emotions. I actually considered myself for a very long time an angry and frustrated young man. I always said, oh, I'm angry, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. And by giving myself this label, the law of attraction did what the law of attraction naturally does and gave me more of these negative experiences. And now, even though I say that I'm a very happy person, it's not that I attach myself to this feeling. It's more that I feel the emotions of happiness almost as a third-person observer of myself. And if you reach this stage, it's easier for you to change your emotions and to shift your emotional state and to raise your vibration, because there's no emotional attachment to your emotions. And like I said before, if you want to have a simple, easy, and I hope also fun guided meditation that allows you to raise your vibration easily, you can click on the link in the description and find out more about my Vibration Rocket program. And I am no longer caught in the treadmill of thoughts. For most people, thinking, no matter if it happens voluntarily or involuntarily, is like a treadmill that you can't get off. Your thoughts keep running and running and running and running, and you want them to stop. But your thoughts just don't stop. They get louder and louder and faster and faster. And I mean, I just have to think back to my dating coaching business, where I coach men and women to attract amazing partners. So many guys told me, I'm not rich enough, I'm not handsome enough, I'm not tall enough. And women say, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not slim enough, I'm not this enough, I'm not that enough. And when you give the universe this message of I'm not enough, then the universe will provide you with experiences that prove, yep, you are not enough. The more you think these thoughts of I'm not enough, and the more you put yourself in this low vibration, the more you will attract experiences, things, and people that match this vibration. And for me, meditation allowed me to break this vicious cycle and to no longer be controlled by my thoughts. But in the same way as I just described with my emotions, by experiencing them as a third-person observer. And this allows me, through my meditation process, in combination with my manifestation process, to manifest amazing things in my life. And if you want to work with me as your manifestation coach, you can check out the second link in the description and find out more about Skype coaching with me. And on this page, you also find testimonials of amazing deliberate creators who are already working with me or who've worked with me in the past and who manifested amazing experiences in their life. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.